welcome back to the Tasmanian Hockey Centre. Welcome to our Men's Premier League semi-final with Derwent versus OHA. This is the second chance game. Winner goes straight through to the grand final. Loser gets a second chance and will play Canterbury, who were victorious earlier today in their game against Northwest Graduates.
Mac Winch to inject. Ooh, and into the foot of Lyndon McCarthy, who's just gone down off camera.
And they played advantage there for the foot, and the shot from McCambridge went wide. So it's good for the umpires letting it play. We have
certainly prided themselves on over the last few years is trying to be the fittest in the competition. And you can certainly see that that's the way they try and play. Just work hard, get around the ball, and create as many chances as possible.
Great save. And there's a goal there. Anchor putting them in front. It was a great save early from Chambers, but the rebound went straight to Anchor, who finished tidily on his reverse stick into the side bail, into the sideboard. And that all started there from Bolton down in the corner. Great save, but as we see here, it looks like it might be Winch actually. And Anchor rebound with his second goal. That was just a little bit clumsy from the OHA defence. Somehow spilt to Anchor, and he just put it in the back of the net. It was a PC variation. Looked like it was Mardell in the end that the push-out went to, and Anchor just stopped.
Plenty of space in the midfield here, looking forward. Hits that long pass. Thomas to McCambridge. Bit of an OHA cliche. McCambridge to Bridley. Well cleaned up by goalkeeper Magnus McCausland. And once again, Derwent streaming forward. Grundy one-on-one. Unlucky, just loses possession of the ball there. And we're going back to a free hit just outside the circle. Anchor taken quickly, straight in, shot, great save, Henry Chambers.
You have to say, Anchor just let walk into the circle a little bit too easy there, looking for his third goal, but denied well by Chambers. Both teams probably just wasting opportunities there. Both had space streaming forward. Bridley for OHA just took a little... OHA still seem very determined to attack through the top of the circle with those sort of balls. Almost worked for them there, but as of yet, still hasn't. Here's McCarthy. He's quick. Still got some pace in those old legs. He gains possession. Chucks it to himself. A nice little one. Has he got anyone at home for him, or has he just done a little bit too much? He has, unfortunately. What an effort, though. Running with pace there.
Walk in and earn a corner easy as you like, as Liam Grundy to inject. Harry Winch on the battery. Hits the crossbar. And unfortunately off the crossbar then becomes dangerous to the defence as it hits the OHA defender. OHA to come away with it. Thomas, crossfield pass. There's that man Bridley again. Like you said, keeps coming up in good spaces. Ball through to Jackson Turner overlapping from defence. And that's a big challenge.
Well, the goal is going to stand. It's McCambridge with the goal, but there's certainly a collision beforehand, and we'll have a look on the replay to see what's happened there. But the goal stands, Sam McCambridge scoring. Should we watch Bridley again, just always finding himself in dangerous space. Let's look for this collision here. Looks like all pretty accidental stuff, just players going for the ball. And
Anchor to inject. Shift across from Derwent at the top. Winch to flick. Great save, Henry Chambers.
That flick from Winch was destined for the top corner, but Chambers has whipped out his glove and put it away. Ambitious flicking as well.
Goals coming. Thomas, great save, Magnus McCausland. Into the foot of Angus Bolton.
Great save from McCausland. A low flick down to his right. Hard to get down to and did a good job. OHA looking for the backstick deflection there from McCambridge, but missed and saved again there. So that opportunity's gone begging for... You bang on, Aaron, about just hitting it straight. I think the key there is variation in your attacking circle penetration, not just doing the same thing every time as we see it across the face. And I think it's Murphy down there, just couldn't keep it. Smart from Vickery, just using enough bodies to not let McCambridge around him too easily, but not enough to give away the free. Vince now with the turn of pace. He's a quick player. Oh, very close to being a very dodgy tackle there. McCambridge finds himself, and that's off. It's rolled up onto the body of a Derwent player, and there's been...
Thomas more space to shoot. Lay off. Well run down, Angus Bolton.
Get back to that card in a minute. We've got a little bit of time, because I've got a couple of questions for you about that. Leslie finds himself in the circle on the back line. Manages to face...
Not happy with teams taking, 2 minutes to put their gear on, so 40 seconds is the allocated time to be ready for a PC. As Joe Murphy shoots, great touch, Tom Broadby for a long corner. 40 seconds to be ready for a PC. If the defence isn't ready, it's a green card. Fires it across the spot, not a bad option. Turned over, Vaughan Bowen streaming forward, 2-on-2 here in 50 yards. Tom Broadby, pace on the outside going forward. Angus Bolton on the top of the circle. And well mopped up, Henry Chambers.
Well, you could just sense on that turnover how dangerous Derwent can be streaming forward, and tackle from Clifford. Finds his way to Bolton, who's well held up by Leslie. Bolton plays on. Finds his way into the circle. Can he get a PC here? He's on the baseline, surrounded by a few OHA players. OHA do well not to give away the penalty corner. Flicks it in. There's a bit of body contact there, but it seems to be play on. What is happening here? And it's off Clifford into the side netting. That ball was bouncing around everywhere. And in the end, it's side netting on the outside, and it's going to be OHA's ball. There's a bit of body contact here we can watch in this replay. Both players seeming to... Him that scored the early 2 goals in the first quarter for Derwent and gave them a lead. And since then, nothing from Derwent. So it's showing how crucial his part in this has been. Vince running forward with some momentum. McCambridge on Webb. How many times have we called that in the past 10 years? McCambridge gets the better of him this time on the baseline with space. Who can he pick out here? Oh, he's found his way in. What a touch from McCambridge around the back line. Cuts inside and then puts it back through the legs of the keeper. That is some special stuff we have just witnessed there, Aaron.
Absolutely. Great receive. Got his defender one-on-one. Good pace, good drag. You see him carry the ball on the baseline. Gets his body in a good position, so he's actually facing infield towards the goal. Opens his body up so that he's got room to play. And then
any sort of mistraps or mispasses is going to cause something problem. It's McCambridge is a 3-on-1 here. Watch him turn on the pace. He's beaten Webb. He's got on. He's finds himself into the circle. Is that a penalty corner? No. Well, Mardell has been a brick wall back there today, and that was very... It's going to be Broadby over to take this one, though. Players going to ensure they're 5 so they don't give anything away. First time deflection in. Anks on the ground. And he's earned himself a penalty corner. He's earned himself a penalty corner against Chambers.
Chambers comes out to the spot, looking to get that stick save, and Mardell does really well on his reverse to put that one in, so... McCausland comes out to the spot too. Leslie, I think McCausland actually got a little bit of a touch to that, but Leslie's gone straight through his legs and...
Saved by Chambers. That's a great save. Stayed on his feet for as long as possible.
Ice in his vein, Paul Anker. Chambers has done extraordinarily well. He's Joe Murphy. Runs directly in. Spins, and McCausland had his measure. McCausland just watched him very closely. And Murphy, independently, the timekeeper isn't even watching. Bowen. Good initial save from Chambers. He still has to clear it, and he does.
But you never know. McCausland is a quality goalkeeper. Oh, it's a classy, simple finish from McCambridge. Almost cheeky. And that puts OHA through to the grand final. And that felt like it's almost come from absolutely nowhere, Scott. Derwent solid favourites coming into the game, scored 2 early, and then OHA just grinded and somehow found their way back in and a draw. And McCambridge, just a classy finish.